Well, some of you will recognise this as your PTO cover. Now, the cover sits on the outside of your tractor there on the left hand side, inside where your left hand ankle would be, and you pull the lever back to have engine PTO, so the PTO goes the same speed as your engine, well, thereabouts, and the ground speed, so it's hooked to your diff. So a lot of tractors, and I think on the 135, when you bring it back to engine, you have around 1500 engine revs to 540 out the back end. So I pulled this apart a little while ago because I see a lot of tractors, they leak out of this seal here, and over the time we don't know what's been done to them. So I've seen, and in this particular tractor the seal was buggered, but someone's put a washer in there now. I'm not sure what the go is with the washer. Might have been just a, well, I just don't know. So we may have to put another washer back. But what we start off with is at the back we have a detent, and as you pull the lever in and out of gear, that works on the detent. So we have a spring-loaded detent. Now that's the same detent as on the 6-speed box. I might just pan out a little bit. I'm having trouble staying in film in where I'm supposed to. And then how it works inside here is then, whoop, that's fallen out, Lance. Is the lever sits down over here, and as you move the lever on the outside back or forth, that moves against your detent here. So it's a simple setup. I feel that needs a little bit of a sand or something. It feels a little bit tight, but I mean there's a detent spring there as well. But look, first cab off the rank for us is to fit the seal. Now I've got a new seal. Sparex don't seem to do the seal. Quality Tractor Parts has the seal. Their number is 195467. It says 3565, and look, it's all the same. They all it all fits nicely. So what we need to do, I'll get a little bit of, look, we can just about pop that in with our fingers, but I'll just put a little bit of grease around first, just to make sure we don't damage the seal. If I bring it over the end of the bench there where it's nice and square, then we put a little plate over the top and try and keep it square, Lance. Actually, what I might do first is just put a little bit of a lead there. It feels like it's going to catch on the edge, so if we run a little bit of a lead, now I need to clean that up. And that will probably let the seal go in a little bit easier. More chance of having it nice and square anyway. So if we hold that there, put the plate on, that's about it. Now with the old seal, I'll just put the old seal on. Now why did I do that? I did that just to make sure this seal was sitting right home. It's home as far as it needs to be. So the spring just fell out of there while I was doing that because I didn't take it out. So we can pop the spring in here. We can pop the detent in there. Now what we need to do here, if you're pushing this shaft through that seal, we need to make sure there's no sharp edges here at all. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And that's feeling good. So we'll pop a bit of oil on. Bring him down through. That keeps popping out. Yeah, a little squeaky bird in the background. He's having a bit of a chat this morning about something or other. So there we are. You can see the spring tension on that detent. You need some of that. It's hard to move by hand, but that's okay. Now what we have to look at is, why was this washer? Like how they had it before me was that washer was there, and then this lever was on. Is that the right way? Yep. Look, that's fine. What that does, that washer protects that seal. So look, all we need to do there is line this up. Now with these roll pins, I actually line them up so that the split in the roll pin is lined up with the direction of travel, so that when you push the roll pin it's not closing up. So if I hold that in as far as I can, that one there, I might have to get him over on my vise here. I'll just be out of frame for a moment so I can get it all lined up. And there we go. So we can move that. Now what I like to do at times, and I should have cleaned that roll pin a little bit better, is sometimes I like to pop a bit of wire through there. Some tractors you see the roll pin hanging out, or the roll pin's disappeared and they've put a screw in, so hang tight. I'll go and find a bit of tie wire. I've gone and found my tie wire, so what I like to do is just pop him round, give him a twitch. Wings are a little bit long there really, but anyway, that's alright. Cut them off nice and short. Then tap that back over to the inside. Where's my multis? That's not going to do it either, Lance. I just need to hold that out. I'll go to the vise for a second. Okay. I've put the tie wire in, a little safety wire. I've put that on. The lever works fine. We're not going to have an oil leak there anymore, which there was one. I see a lot. You can see with the plate here, you have a couple of thick ones here, and you can actually see where the foot plate's been loose in the past. It's worn that housing a bit, but that's not going to worry us. It won't be it won't be loose next time. But that's it. That's just assembling your PTO side cover.